Thursday, and if you wonder why I sound or feel, or you wouldn't know how I feel, sound a little energized, is because today is off work, tomorrow's off work, and then it's the weekend. So I am. I got to sleep in today. I took care of some things that I needed to take care of. I did my laundry. I had something that I had to do. Had a little bit of shopping that I took care of. You know? So today was a pretty good day. Today was a pretty good day. It's rare that I get days where I don't have anything really slated, and I made sure that because this is a day that I'm not working, I actually didn't work because from the time I have started at this job, even my off days, I'm working. I'm doing something. I'm sending an email. I'm creating a document. I am sometimes even just doing things that I should not be doing because it's an off day. But today I said, out of these 4 or 5 days that I'm getting off, I might get back to the computer for 1 or 2 of them because I feel like I need to be 10 steps ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to be 2 steps behind. But it's progress that I have dedicated having specific days where I'm not going to be working in any form. Hi, Charicity. Hi, Vicky. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I feel pretty good today. I woke up actually not feeling good. I felt a high amount of anxiety, and it came out of nowhere. But my weekend started as of yesterday, and it's gonna continue into like Tuesday next week. But it's a 3 day weekend for a lot of people. It's more like a 5 day weekend for me. But anyways, the thing that I have learned about myself. Shoot, tell me I didn't lose my train of thought. Hey, chocolate. So yeah, the thing that I have learned about myself is that sometimes I have excessive amounts of anxiety and I put that towards productivity. Meaning, if I was sitting around and doing nothing, I would feel very, very, very anxious because I would be like, what do I do with all this anxiety? So, something that I have figured out is to just put some goals on my schedule and work on those goals. The issue is, I throw myself so hard into the work that I'm doing that when I don't have the work to do, I'm like, now what do I do? How do I relax? I do not know how to relax. So that's what's going on with me right now. But I'm relaxed right now. But in the morning when I woke up, I was like, oh, I can turn my alarm back off because I'm not trying to get to the office. And I don't have an appointment. I don't have like a 9 o'clock, a 8 o'clock appointment with anyone, and I don't have calls to make, and I don't have anything specific to do. So my body and my mind was like, so you're just here without things to do? What's happening? That's not typical for you, Mark. So I don't know how to process this. It processed it honestly with some panic attacks, just being real. And the morning was a little bit tough, but then, I got into my groove of the day. Um, I'm looking at that threw me off. Okay, the wrench is in blue, but you put wrench in silver. Because I was like, did your wrench turn silver? Like, can I change colors of your wrenches? That's what I was thinking for a second. Because I just took a quick glance at it. I'm like, chocolate would somehow find a way to get a new wrench. They just put a random. That would be crazy. Vicky and I didn't get that type of excitement, that kind of excitement. Well, yeah, I mean, I appreciate my regulars, but chocolate will pop in here and be here for like 10 minutes and then not say bye and pop out and then come back in 2 weeks. So that's where the excitement comes from. And she was on my original channel. Chocolate was one of the first mods, if I'm not mistaken, on my music and mental health channel, and she's the only one that presently still comes. Maybe some of the old original mods might pop up during the season or something, but they haven't been on here in some time. Love you guys also. I'm not retired, Vicky, but might as well since don't work. But every day is an off day for me too. We got some things coming up. What are we, July 2nd today? July 2nd. Hold on. July 3rd. Wow. So the Big Brother thing is actually Thursday and Friday? That is interesting. Because I think the last 2 years there was Wednesday and Thursday. So I guess this year it's Thursday and Friday. Like, wow. Okay, that's new. That's different. So I'm gonna be out in Manhattan on Thursday and Friday. Hopefully, I can. I'll have tested out my mic. I'll have tested out my microphone from my phone. And from there, I'll get you guys some crisp audio, I hope. How are you, Tricity? Love not having to clock in anymore. You know, I'm a long ways away, so I can't even really think about that right now. Living the dream. I've been drinking spearmint tea. I've been drinking tea at nights to calm me down. And I ran out. And once I ran out, I was looking for it. I need to start drinking tea again. I used to drink chamomile tea at night, and that used to be helpful for that for me. And then I just never replenished my stash, and here I am again. But I get panic attacks way less than I used to, so perhaps that's why I don't think about it like that. But it's good to do things for maintenance, not just for when you go over the edge. All right. Are we allowed to say any medications? Yeah, it's my channel. Say whatever you want about medications. Do you take some anxiety medications? All right. And you never know. Say that, then life happens and you're not. I earned it, Mark, but you do you. You need to get back on Seroquel. It's funny, I was just talking to somebody about Seroquel today, as a matter of fact, because, well, I know, I guess it worked for you, but I mean, it worked for me for what it was supposed to work for, which was that I had terrible insomnia when when I was prescribed Seroquel, but the combination of stuff that they had me on for my night medication, it put me out, but it put me out like and getting up out of my bed was just body chemistry, everybody responds to medication differently. So and just focus on the first half of what I said. I don't really get bad insomnia anymore though. I am able to sleep. It's not a long time, but a good 6 hours, I think, probably about 6 hours. And hey, sleep for 6 hours. I'm good on 6 hours. If I sleep less than 6 hours, then I feel really, really tired. But 6 hours straight, 6 consecutive hours, and I'm good. I can't get off my brain sometimes too. That's one of my biggest problems, and that's why I say, like for instance, people used to ask me during the height of the Big Brother 24 season, like, how do you do so many lives, Mark? And my lives were not like the lives you become accustomed to, where I just hop on and say anything. I used to take immaculate notes, and I would line up in chronological order everything that happened throughout the season that I watched. And I would say, okay, I would do like Karen really. 6 o'clock a.m. This happened. 6:30, 6:45. And this conversation took place at 7. At 8 o'clock, this one argued with that. And alliance is formed at 9. Might as well make use of something. I can't hear him, or is it just me? No, we can't. Phone messes up sometimes. Hold on. Can you hear me? Yay or nay? Yay or nay on if you can hear me. Let me know. Maybe while I'm on here, I'm gonna plug in the mic again, but I actually didn't read the instructions, so I don't know how the mic actually works. But I might just give it a try and see if I can, figure something out. Maybe there's something I'm not pressing, but we'll see. Once I stop the car, which is gonna be pretty soon, I'm gonna give it a look. I'm gonna give it a try, and if it works, I guess I can plug it in from now on, and hopefully that will improve the sound thing until I can get myself a new phone. All right. But yeah, we got in a week from now, the Big Brother season is going to be starting. I can't believe that 9 months has already gone by, and we are at the point of starting the Big Brother season again. The off season is so long because all the other shows, The Challenge, um, Survivor, The Amazing Race, they cycle through multiple times a year. Oh, I do have an instruction manual. Thank you for the super chat. The super whatever this is, super sticker. Thanks for the super sticker. Let me see if that changed your status. No, it did not change your status as a top fan. I don't know if that's a super sticker. What is that? A super thanks? It came so fast after a long wait. Beautiful. Okay, this is not where I needed to stop. Okay. Give me a moment. Alright, now I'm parked. Let's see here. I swear if it's Angela, oh my goodness. I'll be so upset if it's Angela. Hey, what's the tea? Thank you for 8 months, Vicky. Thank you for 8 months. Thank you for 8 months. Okay. Got my little mic. Hi, Brady Wiggins. Now, I mean, the other one I had was like plug and play, so Oh, I see now. It has like an on button. You probably can't see it on here, but it has like an on button. So let's test it out. Who's the guy peeking through your back window? Oh, I don't know. But bye. Okay. My back window was not even visible when he said that. Um. Okay, so I guess it wasn't working. Okay, manual. Can be connected to iPhone. This. Hi, Marshall. Alright, how did. No, not noise reduction. I just want to know how to turn it on. Please turn on OTG switch in phone settings before connecting. Okay, this might be something that I have to figure out. This is probably something I have to figure out offline. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, I saw the house. I saw the pictures of the house. It looked nice. If Angela shows up, oh God, that would be terrible. Please don't let Angela show up. That's all. That's all I ask of you. Please don't let Angela come back, because the people who said she's funny and at least she talks her mind and speaks up. I'm like, I think I told y'all I don't get really excited about Big Brother until I like premiere night, but I don't really get excited until anything going on with Big Brother until we're what, at least 4 to 6 weeks in. That's when I get interested. And then when I see a season is starting too fast, as in there's 800 alliances and eviction plans and all this stuff, I'm like, slow down, bruh. Slow down, bruh. I like Big Brother when people come in there and it's a slow cooker, where people make alliances quietly and they build up over time and they keep things a secret. But this modern day Big Brother, is like, let's make 15 alliances on day one. Let's have the half house alliance. Let's have this alliance of 8 people. Let's have this alliance of 10. Let's have this alliance that excludes 2 people out of it, and the other 16 or on the other 14 or whatever are in it. These like new age Big Brother recruits, they suck at the game. There are not really too many strategists on Big Brother anymore, which is rough. And then we get the people who are like alleged super fans who you expect to be really good at the game, and they're duds as well. Please give us a cast that we can just really love, because I haven't experienced that since 24. What are we on, 27 now? Yes, Chelsea was the winner of season 26. Yeah, so 25 and 26 were not really super special to me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Will is still here. I thought I'd been took care of Will, unless that's a different Will. They make way too many in that. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. They need to have like a half older people and half younger people season. Like 50-50, 50%, 50 and up, and like 50% under 50. Something like that. Because I think like having the right combination of old and young might make things a little bit better. I don't know. It's just a thought. I mean, not that that's happening this season, because whoever they selected is whoever they selected. What can you do? Where are we at? Good night, boss. Okay.
Still in your paper, but I'll get one.
Alright, missing all these comments.
Right there.
Thank you.
I went to a release. So this explain what this is and what you order. This is supposed to be how we train you guys. That's like the video.
Alright. The season with Mama Fee had a lot of old people. I guess so. But a lot. Mama Fee, Sari, Bowie Jane, uh, Heism. This is the first time in a long time I got one of these drink machines where I poured the drink and it doesn't taste like water. Wow. This is a historic day. I got a ginger ale that gives ginger ale. I think I'm in a mood that after I hop off here and I finish my food and everything, that I might come back on here later tonight on my computer, which I haven't done in months. Good alliance. Oh yeah, 25 had bad alliance names. Let me scroll up and see what your question was. Thank you. Okay. Alright, now let's get to reading these comments. I'm trying to see Chocolate's comment that I missed. Okay, so I don't know your question, Chocolate. Can you type it out again? Red? How old was Red? Wasn't Red in his 40s or something? I don't think Red was 50 plus, was he? If I don't like the cast, I'm straight being a casual. Yeah, I don't blame you. I asked if you began to sleep better. Yeah, I did answer. I don't know if you were not hearing me at that point, but I said when I was very physically active, yes, I did begin to sleep better. But I also said that right now, I'm not in my physical activity era, unfortunately. So, for real, the professors. I actually liked the first half of that season, I'm not gonna lie. Like, season 26 was kind of hard for me to get through at times. Now, I have 1 week to come up with what I can do when I go to the BB26 party, the BB27 premiere party, to think of what I can do to stand out to make sure that I get great content. So I have to figure out what I'm planning to say to Chelsea, to Cam. I have got to get Cam on this camera. Not to be mistaken with Prince Cam from my channel, but Cam from season 26. That was the laziest final 3 participant in a long time. Well, I can't even say that. No offense, because we had Big D, Aza. Who else? Victoria from season 16. Like, we got Christmas, you know. But Cam was just so real. He was too cool for me. Like, he'd probably be so cool in person to just hang out with and talk to. But I was like, come on, Cam. Do something, sir. Please. Please do something. Don't just lay around all day and get your head scratched by the ladies. Shout out to my dogs at the crib. He slipped through for sure by the grace of Chelsea. Big D thought he ran it. He still thinks that. That's the funny part. Shout out to Big D. I like Big D. Y'all know I've met him a whole bunch of times and he's so cool. But at the same time, I'm like, I was the glue guy that held the cookout together when everyone wanted to split apart. I came up with the name. I was an important cog, making sure the mission was executed. I was in different rooms. I was politicking. In order for you to win nothing and for me to still regard you as somebody who is in control of the game, you got to be someone like the other Derek. Like the Derek from Big Brother 16. That's somebody who really actually manipulated the whole game and went through the whole game without winning a single competition. That was amazing. He did amazing. That's one person I will credit for controlling a whole game behind the scenes. Shoot. Big D, from what I've seen, has lost. I think he said he lost 80 to 90 pounds or something like that. So he's been doing it. Cam sat and looked pretty. I was in different rooms, in different beds under different covers, so I should win now. I look forward to seeing again. I think Big D's not coming because I saw that he's having his own premiere party in Philly. He might come to the karaoke night part of it, though. It's possible. I hope Hannah comes. When Hannah comes, that's one person I'm going to put the press on her and be like, Hannah, you have now been on my camera 2 times promising me that you were going to come back a third, and you had not done so. No, a second, because she technically has never come back after the first interview. She did one interview, and I've seen her a couple times and taken video when I see her, but in terms of her coming back and doing something new on the channel, she has not done that. It's cool though, I understand. Like, the last time I saw her, she was just getting into her doctorate program, so she told me, like, I'm not gonna have time for a little bit. And she also left the podcast that she was doing with Big D and Tiffany. I'm still gonna try for a few people, because you all know I'm not big on chasing people for interviews anymore, especially what I've been told about CBS production by some of the cast that I'm cool with. So I might try for Mimi again. I might try for... I wonder if Mama Fee will show up. She might. I might try for... I don't think I'll get any of this past year's cast, because they're the ones who are most shook by these contract stipulations. So I don't think I'm going to get any of this year's cast, but I would try to ask Chelsea. I would try to ask Cam. I would try to ask Chelsea, Cam, T-Core maybe. Quinn might be an interesting one. Oh, when I see Leah, because Leah's on the flyer. Hopefully I can connect with Big Brother Bry, get him a shout out. Big Brother Bry, you know his what did he call it? Operation BLT or something like that. Marshall would know if he was on here. I don't know if he's still here. You know what? I was actually told that the 2-year get out of the CBS contract thing is a myth, and that even past 2 years, you're signing away a lot of rights beyond 2 years. Like, there's certain things that you get out of after 2 years, and there's certain things that you don't get out of after 2 years. It's nice out. Like, this temperature, that's why I'm still out here. This temperature is fire. It feels like it's about 75 with a cool breeze because it just rained a little bit and it was really super humid, and now it's not like that. That's why I'm still out here. Rabina, I would like to interview Rabina. Not that I really think that she did anything notable in the house, but she just seems like a fun person. Kind of like Bluish. I made that comparison when I remember when we were going through the player profiles last year. I was like, she gives Blue. Tucker, I tried to get an interview with him, and he at first told me, let's do it, bro. Here's my manager's email address. Hit him up. And it just never happened. Tucker's going to be there again. I might ask him again. If I can get him on my live, I'm going to be like, can you say hi to my friend Cassandra again? I'm going to try to like queue up his old video and be like, remember this video you did for my friend Cassandra? You got to top that this time. Hi, Ice 14. I mean, they always have access to your stuff, but as far as them talking to people, they can't dictate that. They can. That's true. They don't have to go through production to do an interview, but production has a right to sue based on the interview content regardless. But yeah, the people that I got, except for Turner, when I did my interview with Turner, that was no problem because he was still before the 2 years and he just did it. Yeah, they're not a couple. Wes was currently on a CBS show, and he did the interview, and there was no problems with that. He was on a recent show that he signed a contract for. One person was supposed to do an interview with me and canceled at the last minute. Because production shook them down and told them they couldn't do the interview with me. So I'm giving y'all the 5-minute warning. I'm gonna be on here for another 5. But this is a good chat, y'all, and I know that it's gonna be buzzing on my page in a week from now. So, and I started my new position this Monday, and I hope that the people that are supposed to start next week actually start on time. And if they do, that's going to free up more of my time and schedule to be able to get things done. To be able to get things done for the channel. I'm sorry, I trailed off. Somebody told me I have a bad habit of doing that, and I do. They're right. When I said to be able to get things done, I mean like my channel is my channel. And I have not really had a consistent channel schedule in almost a year since Big Brother ended. So I want to be able to make some normalcy of my schedule so I can guarantee that I'm going to have some consistent times to do my lives. But nighttime, I'm always going to be available. So if worst comes to worst, all my lives will be like 7 p.m. and later. He's available. Oh, you already said that. If you need help, just ask. All right. So we got about 3 more minutes. So any final comments or questions? Feel free to ask before I jump off this thing. Then I'm gonna relax, eat my food, watch some TV. I don't know what to watch because I finished Squid Game and I don't have anything upcoming. Alice in Borderland, I don't know if y'all have watched that. I was slow to get into that, but Alice in Borderland, legit show. It's Squid Game-ish. Somebody told me Squid Games were better, and I said, you know what? It's kind of a hard comparison because they're both similar types of shows, but I think that if I'm comparing season 1 of Squid Game to season 1 of Alice in Borderland, I like Squid Game better. But if I'm comparing season 2 and 3 of Squid Game to season 2 of Alice in Borderland, I think that Alice in Borderland is better in season 2 than Squid Game. It's on Netflix. I saw that a US version was there. I'm actually, some people are like, oh, I don't like the fact that they're stealing the concept and making a US version or whatever. But I'm like, if you guys saw the production interview kind of thing that they had at the end of Squid Game 3, based on how they described what the concept of the Squid Game 1, 2, and 3 was supposed to be about, I'm looking forward to an American season. Yeah, there was a new Squid Game. So last minute. So I'm gonna say thank y'all for a great conversation. Appreciate it. I can't wait to crank this up when we have more. When we have the season starting, and then the challenge is starting also. But most people are on my channel for Big Brother. I just realized that now. And if I have the bandwidth, which is like an inside joke for me now, if I have the bandwidth, I will hop back on here later and do one of my traditional lives, which I have not done in quite some time. I'll figure out a topic or something to go through if I do that, but I'm for sure at least one day in the next 4 days going to do one of my real lives in my house. So thanks for joining me. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that big notification bell to get notified when I drop some more great content. Thank you so much for the likes. The math is mathing.